welcome to the How to CEO show. I'm your host, Murray Newlands. When you decided to become a CEO, the world changed. You can either crash and burn or you can build a billion-dollar company. We're here to give you the knowledge, advice, skills, and the expertise to build an amazing company. In this show, we're going to be looking at a common question, which is how do CEOs spend their time and how do they maximize their time? Well, Harvard has already done a study on this. And of the top 27 performing CEOs, they use these 6 strategies for managing their time. They looked at over 60,000 hours of what people were spending their time on, and they looked at some of the top performing things that they did. Number 1 was to schedule regular downtime and regular activities. We are people, we're human beings. In order to do our best, we need to be able to take time off. We need to be able to recover, and we need to be able to be at our best in order to think in the right way and make great decisions. Now, we've all heard about Elon Musk working all around the clock, sleeping in the factory. That kind of pressure is sometimes needed. Thinking back to school, exam time pushed out many of us to our best. On the other hand, we're humans, we cannot keep that up forever. And it's not healthy to keep that up forever. So number 1 is to schedule downtime, schedule time to go to the gym, to do activities, and to clock off. And that is to really put everything aside and just have downtime where you've got time for yourself. Number 2, also really important. You cannot perform in a meeting when you just finished 3 other meetings that day. So include time between meetings. Include time for you to stop and think about what you're going to do, what you just had meeting. You need to be able to clear your mind from one meeting to the next. You're not able, if you just schedule meetings all day, you are not able to actually function well in each of those meetings. You'll carry one meeting into the next in your mind, and you won't give your full self to those meetings. Okay, number 3. The art of delegation. Become really good at delegating. If you're trying to do everything and be every part of everything that happens in your company, you won't be able to succeed. It's just not possible for you to scale enough. So find things where you can delegate and work out how to delegate them. Now, it might be if you want you to find delegating really hard. Well, find things that you're comfortable to delegate and try delegating them and see how that works. The trick is to find people who you are comfortable and tasks that you're comfortable to delegate to people and to start delegating those things. And the more that you start to delegating, the more successful you are with those delegations, the more that you realize that delegating is really important. We'll do another whole show on delegating, but successful, top-performing CEOs have mastered how to delegate. So if you want to be a top-performing CEO, you need to work out how to do that. Okay, next, plan for success. The way to have a successful day is to plan out a day to make it successful. So schedule out ahead. Schedule out at least a day ahead, if not several days ahead, what you're planning to do. And yes, that schedule may change. But the best way to have a great day is to plan a great day. So get used to planning, be good at planning, and set up yourself for a great day tomorrow by planning that day today and making sure that you're really good at that. Once again, if you're the CEO, if you're not good at that, find someone who is good at helping you schedule your time and planning your time. A great assistant or great chief of staff can do that as you grow your company. Okay, number 5. Include time for your development. How are you getting better? What are you doing to improve yourself to make sure that the you of tomorrow is better than the you of today? How can you do that? Well, look at what you're doing that's succeeding. Look at what you're doing that's not succeeding. Who are you able to reflect with? Is it friends? Do you have a peer group? Do you have a mentor group? Do you have a mentor? Do you have a coach, someone who can help you work through how to become a better you? Number 6, email and electronics. In order for you to fully think and fully focus on what you're doing, try and block time, just as with meetings, try and block time for when you use email, when you focus on what you need to do, and when you're ignoring other people's communications. If you're constantly at the beck and call of others, if you're constantly checking your email, you're not able to do the tasks and get the tasks done that you need to do. You're not able to think clearly and have focused time. So use email, social media, and other tools with caution. If you're constantly on them, then your job is monitoring email, monitoring social media. Your job is not being the CEO. Now, there are some companies where if you're an influencer, that is your business, that is your job. Maybe that has to be your thing 24/7. If you're not planning, if you're not an influencer, if answering email is not your job, if that's not what your company does, think about what your company truly is and where your value truly is and what you're trying to deliver, and focus on that rather than focusing on other people's communication and other people's time. So that's their top 6 things. I would add a number 7. My number 7 would be block time for things that you really need to get done, for time that you really need to focus. Have that focus time built into your calendar. Make sure that no one else can interrupt it, because if you're able to have that time where you're really able to focus on things that you need to achieve, then you can really be successful. I would add number 8. Think about where you work in the environment that you work in. Sometimes it's great to be able to switch that environment so you work somewhere else and you get space. So can you walk away from the office? Can you find somewhere else to work so that you can be successful working, focusing on something else and being inspired? I'm Murray Newlands. You're listening to the How to CEO Show. If you would like to be on the show, we would love to hear from you. If you've got questions or things you'd like us to talk about, we'd love to hear from you. If you like this show, please share it with your friends. Thank you for subscribing. Please do subscribe. I'm Murray Newlands. I'll see you next time.